Welcome everyone to another session of Java learning. In the previous session, we had learned theoretically, and even I had given the steps to do practically the installation of Java and writing our first program. So today we will do a lab session where I will take you through at least some of these things. And then post that, we will be learning about something important, which is packages and import. Okay, so are we ready to get started? You can download Java by searching Java download and then going down to the Oracle page. You can see the latest version of Java here, which is Java EC 16 in this case, and 11 is the latest long-term supported version. It could change very soon, but still, as I mentioned, our purpose or our goal is to build and deploy this application on cloud, and we will be learning a lot of things on cloud. So we want to stick to a version that is commonly accepted, and that in most cases it is 8 or 11, and we will stick to 11. If we face any challenges, then we can think about a different approach at a later point of time. So to download, you can click on JDK download. And as I had mentioned yesterday, you know that we have JDK and JRE. JDK contains the compiler and even the interpreter. JRE contains only the interpreter. And since we have to develop, we have to use the JDK. So let me download. As somebody was mentioning yesterday, it will take you to the download page where you'll have to log in. Okay, it has started downloading. So it has downloaded, and then I can double click on it. You can click on next, and then you can select some location, and then you can install your Java. So I thought I will do it from scratch in a very hands-on way, since we have people who are completely new to Java, and I don't want in any way to give them any trouble. I can close it. So then you can click on CMD for command prompt, and then you can go to command prompt, and then you can see if you have installed the Java correctly. Okay, so Java is installed correctly, and also you can check for Java C- version. Okay, that is also working correctly. So you can see my command prompt screen, right? Okay, let me check. Okay, how about now? Is it better? Okay, good. So we can create a new folder. And how do you create a new folder in a command line? So you can say mkdir, and then a folder name Java PRG. And then how do you go inside that? You can say cd and Java PRG. And you can do dir. So I had told you, right? I had told you to practice initially from Notepad or text file. The reason is because IDs help you a lot. And if you start with IDs, okay, it is difficult to understand the basics. But when you are doing initially from command line, you will be learning a lot of things. You may be facing challenges, but when you face those challenges and when you fix those challenges, you are going to learn a lot. There is a question, Java version 1.8 have, you can install the latest one later, but today's lab, it should work on 1.8 also. So I'm doing it on Windows. So in Windows, you can use the notepad command, and then you can say hello world.java and press enter. It will open the notepad file. You can just say, do you want to create a new file? Yes, it has created. We can write a simple program, public class hello world, a public class hello world. And then I always put indentation correctly. You can also follow that. And one important thing. So here, this hello world, I have put this H as capital and W as capital, right? So that is not needed for the compiler, but it is a convention that people follow. So the convention says that for classes or class names, you have to follow a camel case with both. So when you say camel case, there are two C's, right? So in case of a class name, both of those C's will be capital. And in case of a method name, the first C will be a small, second will be a capital. So every word will start with a capital now. So in case this hello world was a method name or a variable name, then it will be hello world. Okay, so first one will be small, and in this case, it is a class name, so we'll keep it as both capital. And then what did we do next? We created our main method, public static void main string. So this is a string array, and we gave this name as Argus, but it could be any name. And then you can write a simple command, system dot out dot println, and you can say hello world. Okay, now tell me one thing. So this system, the system is a class or a method or a field. The system is a class or a method or a field. Okay, the system is a class because from the naming convention itself, you can assume that it is a class. Okay, and then what about out? It is a class or a field or a method. Okay, this out is a field, and this println is a method. So we are calling this method. So there is a method. So we have defined a method, right? Public static void main string Argus. We learned yesterday what all these public static void and main mean. So we are defining a method here, and then who is calling this method? JVM is calling this method. And similarly, Java has defined a method called println inside some class. That class has been defined using this variable out. So you are calling this println method. So whenever you call a method, you will have these brackets with value or without value. So whenever you see this method braces, you can assume that, okay, this is a method, and out is a field or variable within the system class. Okay, so now let us save this and let us try to compile it. Java C hello world.java. It has compiled. Now I can try seeing. Okay, so as you can see, you have a hello world.class created. And now if I want to execute it, I can say Java space hello world. Now in Java, we have this concept called packages. Okay, so tell me what do you mean by packages? So packages in Java are very similar to a folder structure in your operating system. Actually, they corresponding to the packages, we also have a folder structure in your operating system. So packages are used to group together. So why do we use folders? We use folders to group together files, right? So similarly, packages can be used to group together our classes. And also it can be also considered as a namespace, because you can have the same class. Okay, so same class name in different packages. That should be fine. But in a single folder or a single package, you cannot have two classes with the same name. Yeah, package is used for grouping classes. So theory we will see post this. I thought you are always seeing theory, so let us see some examples also. Okay, so now you define package as the first line of the class. So you define as package, and it is a general convention that if you have a class, if you have a company, or if you have a domain name, you use a reverse domain name for your package name. So our portal is javajee.com, right? So it will be com.javajee.com. So no, there is no com.javajee.example, or we will call as hello one, because we need two packages. Okay, so now I have saved this package com.javajee.hello1. So now what will happen if I compile it now? So if I compile it now, will it work? Yes or no? Yes, perfect. And if I search, I have my hello world.class. And if I try to execute this, will it work? It will not. It will say could not find or load the main class hello world caused by java.lang.no class def found error and com java j hello one wrong name hello world. So what is wrong here? Since we have created or declared a package name in operating system also, in file system also, you have to have a similar file folder structure. So how do we create folders? You can create mkdir, and then you can create com, and then you can go to this com, and then you can create mkdir and java jee, and then you can go to java jee, and then you can create mkdir hello one, and then you can go to hello one. Then nothing is here. Okay, I will move this hello world class into com java jee example slash com. Oh no, sorry for the typo. Okay, so if I check here, nothing is there. So now I have moved the file as per my package declaration. So now if I execute java space hello world, will it work? No, it will not work, because if you look into this current folder, there is no hello world.class, right? By default, it will only look there. So let us try something else. Java com.java jee dot hello one dot hello world. It worked. Okay, so whenever you are using a package, you have to do two things. First of all, you have to keep the class file in a folder structure that is matching your package declaration. And second, when you are executing the Java command, you have to provide the fully qualified name. That means you have to specify the package structure also along with the name, like com java g hello one dot hello world. Clear until now? Okay, there is one no. Okay, so whenever you have a package structure, okay, whenever you have a package structure, so here my package structure is com java je dot hello one. And if I have declared my package structure as com hello java je dot hello one, then my file, my class file should be there in a folder called hello one that is inside java je, that is inside com. Clear until now? If I have only two things. If I've declared a package com.javag.hello1 in my source code, then in the system I need to have similar folder structure. I need to have a folder called com. Inside that, I need to have a folder called javag, and inside that, I need to have a folder called hello1. And then when you execute it, previously you are just telling hello world. You are just telling Java space hello world. But now, since this hello world is in a package, you have to specify that package also when you execute it. So that is clear. So now let us go back to this class. Okay. So now, what if I change this to something else? So every time, or I have something like a hello one dot something something something. So is it feasible, or is it good to always create all these folder structures? So there should be some easy way, right? And Java already provides such an easy way. So whenever you compile, you can specify -d and dot. And then you can specify hello world dot Java. So now what will Java do is, Java will do all those folder creation for us. Java will create all those folders for us, and it will put our dot class file inside it. Then we can directly execute this command. So now I did not create any such folders, and I did not have to move. Everything was done by Java. But you may be thinking it was already moved. So what is? How can we believe that? Okay, this is happening. Okay, so now let us do one thing. Let us create another file in another package. So Notepad hello world dot hello world 2, or we will do one thing. We'll create a calculator class, calculator dot Java. And in this calculator.java, we will copy paste the basic structure from our old class. And then here I will put it in hello2, or I can create a math package or whatever. And then this can be a calculator, and instead of a public static void main, I get many questions. Is a public static void main needed or not needed, especially from people who are starting? So we will not have a public static void main for this class. Instead, we will have a public void. So yesterday we saw void, right? So if you want to return something, we have to specify that. So again, we will keep it as static or static for today also. So public static int, meaning it will return an integer, and I can give a method name called add, and I will say this method will take two arguments. One is int a, and another is int b. And now, so this method will first, we can you can either directly return, but I will take one more step extra. You can say in the c equal to a plus b. We are adding those two numbers, and then I can say return c. Okay, so now I can also, instead of this, I can also say return a plus b. Okay, I'm not doing it. So return C. So I am saving it. I am going to compile it again. If I say Java C minus D dot calculator.java, will it compile fine or will it not compile? Yes, is the answer I am getting. So let me try it out. It compiled. So if I do dir here, nothing is here. If I go to cd com java jee / math and do dir, our calculator.class has safely arrived here. I did not create these folders. Our Java compiler itself has placed it there. It even created the folder math for us. Okay, so if I go back, so now how do I execute this? So if I say Java space hello Java space com dot Java jee dot math dot calculator, will it work or not? You have to think whether your understanding is right or not, and then you have to try it out. Otherwise, you will see the results. Then what is the fun? So it is like knowing the suspense and watching a movie, right? So now, if I click on a calculator, it will say main method not found in class. Main function is not present here. So is main function mandatory for a class file? Yes or no? I'm taking it very slow. This class, from next class, we will move faster. I'm taking it very slow for everybody, even completely new people to get started with Java easily. So tell me, do I need to add my main method back to make it work? Is there any other way I can get this class working? Yes or no? Or is main method mandatory? If main method is mandatory, you can say M. Not mandatory, you can say N. Okay, the answer is that main method is not mandatory. It is mandatory if we want to directly call it. If we want to directly call this calculator class, main method is mandatory, because why do we need a main method? We need a main method because that is the only method that JVM knows. So there are two kinds of classes, right? One kind of class is the class that starts the execution. JVM has to call only one class, right? Only that one class needs to have a main. Others are kind of libraries. This calculator is kind of a library. You don't need a main to call it, because this calculator is going to return the sum of two numbers, and main is not interested in that sum. We are interested. So main, let main call, or let the JVM call the main method of our hello world class, and from that hello world class we can call the calculator. So how do we do that? So we can go back to the hello world class, and then here I can say, I will again create a variable, even though it is not needed, in the sum equal to calculator dot add of 5, 5. Okay, so now if I compile my class Java C minus D dot hello world dot Java, will it compile or not? Yes or no? It has not compiled. So what is the error? Cannot find symbol calculator. By default, a class will only know things in its package. So this calculator is not known to Java or not known to this hello world class. So there are two ways in which we can handle this. One, we can give the fully qualified name of this calculator. What is the fully qualified name of this calculator? You can say com dot java jee dot math dot calculator. So let us save it and let us try running again. It compiled. So this is one way, specifying the fully qualified name. And there is also another way. Instead of doing this, so let me save and make sure that the error is coming. Okay, error is coming. So I can say import com dot java jee dot math dot star, or I can say math dot calculator also. Anything is fine. So I'll say math dot calculator, and now I save it and then execute it. It works. So you have to just tell that, okay, this calculator is there in another package, it is real, and Java will pick it up from there and it will work. Okay, this is about import. So now if we try to run it, java com dot java jee dot hello one dot hello world. So okay, so we calculated some, but we are not printing it. So we have to again print it. So how do we print? System dot out dot println. You can say sum equal to plus, you can say sum. I will save. I will compile again. And I will run. See? So now we called the class without main, got the results and printed it from the class which has main. All clear? So this is a use case where you don't need a main method. So here I have two classes in two packages. So this calculator is in a package called math, and then so this is a class. Inside that I have a method, and that method takes two arguments, int a, int b. You can have any number of arguments here, and then it returns an integer. And inside we are just adding these to a and b, and then returning. Okay, as you can even do it in a single line, but as a good practice and for better readability, it is good to write like this. From our hello world class or the class with main method. So this is the method that will be called by Java. And then inside that, first we print hello world. Then we will call this method from here, and then we print the result. There is also one more kind of import. So which actually imports a static member of this class. So this add is static here, right? So what can we do? So we can mention import static, and then calculator dot add, and here I can remove this add. Let me save it. Let us see if it will compile. compiled. Okay, so what is the error now? Okay, we call it the calculator. We should be calling the hello world. Okay, it worked. Okay, so there are different ways in which you can do it. So you can either do a static import of a static member of a class, or you can, if you remove static, then it is normal import. Normal import is only for classes. Okay, normal import is only for classes. Either you can directly import a class, or you can import all classes in a package using star. Here also, if you put star here, what will happen? If I save, then if I it will again work, because star means all static members in this class calculator. Clear? So there are two kinds of imports. One is normal import and one is static import. Even though this feature is called as static import, the syntax is import static. Okay, and then it works same. The only thing is you have to tell, okay, if you have two classes in two different packages, you have to tell where the other class is or other method is, and then this class can be executed. And then you have to practice it today itself, because now we will be switching gears. But the first program, I thought I will take it very slowly. And since most of you said you are working on Windows, I thought I will also do this demo from a Windows machine. And you can go to my blog. So actually, initially, this Java used to be called as Java, and the web or enterprise version was called as J2EE. And then later they changed the name to JEE. Okay, so Java, so earlier it was a popular term like Java J2E. Most of the job requirements, it used to be there Java J2E, Java J2E. And then it got changed, J2E got changed to JEE. And immediately I came to know, I booked this domain, javajee.com, and it became mine. So I have been very active in this for a few years back, but for last few years I have been mostly working with cloud, and so I have not been very active. So you may see content that is stale. You may also see the older me in some pictures, but I'll be updating it as and when we are learning. So currently we are learning about core Java. So every time before I take a session, I'll make sure that the nodes are updated. So if you go ahead and see, the nodes may or may not be updated with the latest version of Java. So you can come to module 1 and you can come to the nodes, and then you can read all these things. Okay, so your assignment for today is to actually read. Okay, so you may see some ads, but if you log in, you will not see much ads. So let me just log in. I have logged in. So after logging in, you will not see that ads in the sidebar and all. Okay, down you may see ads, so that I have not cleaned up. So otherwise in side pages also you may see ads. So once you log in, all those things will be gone. So you can, and creating a user is free, but I will need to approve. Once you create, you can just message me and I will approve it. Okay, so now, and then other advantages are also there. You can ask your doubts as comments here rather than asking in a WhatsApp group. Because if you ask in WhatsApp group, then people will have to figure out, okay, what page you have doubt. Okay, you can ask all those things here, but it is only available if you log in. Logging in is free. So now we have completed module 1, and here we have even we even saw comments, right? So we saw single line comment, and also you can have multi-line comments. It is very you can just comment something. If you want to comment, you can say this is multi-line comment slash star and then star slash. This is one way. This is multi-line comment. Or you can do single line comment, which is slash slash and slash slash. Okay, you can do comments in any way. Okay, so you can read that also. So what you have to do today is you have to come to this page, the getting started page. Okay, module 1 page. You have to read through the notes, all the notes, and you have to read through this and then try to practice these question sets. We will try to have one session where we'll be working on these questions together. It is really fun to work with Java questions. Your thoughts, your knowledge will be tested, and it is also the second chance for you to ask your doubts. So in all my sessions, even if it is Azure Cloud or AWS Cloud or Java, I prefer to have a good Q&A sessions where we will be discussing questions, and it has two advantages. One is you can be sure that you are clear about a topic, and second, that is your second chance to ask any doubts if you have missed asking those doubts during your normal class. And any doubts, always message. So we are going to learn together and then grow together. If you have any doubts at all, please feel free to ask. And we will be continuing this Java journey. After some time, we will be starting to discuss about data structures and algorithms, and we will be practicing data structures and algorithms using Java. So you'll be learning both. We'll be learning data structures and algorithms, and we'll be practicing it using Java. And these data structures and algorithms can be practiced in .NET or any other programming language also. The concept will remain the same. And then we will be learning a Spring Boot, and then we will be implementing our live project. So this live project has some, let me come back. Okay, so this live project has some specialities. Initially, I was planning to build a gamification app, but then whenever we are conducting these classes and all, it is always difficult to manage things over WhatsApp group and all. So I thought, why can't we create a portal on our own? We have other portals that we pay and use, but why can't we create a community portal on our own to track all these things effectively? And it can be a learning exercise for people. They can even mention in their interviews or even their resume. You can all do all those things. And now, one more assignment for all of you. You will be doing those exercises, I know. You have to create a GitHub account. So for people who are doing Azure courses, and if you have completed AS 900, I have already given this assignment. Otherwise, you can create a GitHub account, and then you have to put this code inside your GitHub account and then share the link. Okay, so that's it. We will learn together and then grow together. If we can all help each other, then it will be a great thing. And I will be teaching this course for free. But if you are willing, you can help somebody in need with a small contribution. Never have to pay to any of the trainers. You will be directly paying to an intern, and that will help that intern. So these interns, whoever will be taking this help, we have verified, and then they will not be having any other job. If they have any other job, because they will be supporting this group, because to support all these support this group, support these learning activities, support buddy tutorial, you need people and help. And if I manually sit and do all those things, I will not be able to learn, and then I will not be able to teach you guys. So even I need to prepare, I need to learn, I need to grow myself, then only I can teach you people. It is not like I have born with all these things. So sometimes even it takes a lot of time for me also to learn certain topics, and that is why I feel like I'm able to effectively teach people, because I have taken time to learn few topics, and I know what are the kind of challenges that people could get, and because of that, I believe I can effectively teach. Okay, so now we will wind up. Let us all learn together and grow together. If you have any doubts, do let me know. Otherwise, practice. The The more you practice, the better you will become. Thank you for attending the session. So bye bye for now, and see you all in next class.